All right, get out your 209 tattoos, folks. Here he is, Nate Diaz, one of the biggest superstars in all of mixed martial arts. It's amazing to think where he could have taken his star power if he was in a regular cycle competing every 3 months.
Yes, if he fought as regularly as most guys, his star power would be even bigger. But Nate Diaz moves at his own pace. A phenomenal striker and a great jiu-jitsu tacticianer. You fall into Nate Diaz's guard, you will get submitted, as he's shown on a number of occasions. A fantastic fighter. Welcome back, Nate Diaz.
You're not going to out-cardio these Diaz brothers. You're not going to out-tough Nate Diaz. And once again, he is facing top competition here tonight. We'll see how it goes for Nate Diaz here in his UFC return. Stand-up Nate Diaz. Once again, ready to engage in a big spot here tonight. All right, so here is Dustin Poirier making the walk for yet another big UFC spot here tonight. UFC 236 was his coming out party, DC. He ended Max Holloway's 13-fight winning streak, and in a near-perfect performance in a lot of respects, was able to realize a UFC interim lightweight.
They say diamonds are forever, and so is Dustin Poirier. It seems like he's been here the whole time. We've seen this young man grow up in the UFC. We saw him at 145 pounds have a ton of success, but we've truly seen him come into his own as he's going up to lightweight. He's become a UFC interim champion, and he's beaten guys like Eddie Alvarez, Justin Gaethje, and Max Holloway. One of the best fighters at 155 is Dustin Poirier.
And with Dustin Poirier and Daniel Cormier, safe to say that Lafayette, Louisiana has made pretty good UFC football over the last few years. Dustin Poirier, that kind of proving ground here tonight. Our tail of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. Here once more, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he is an Ultimate Fighter season winner, Nate Diaz! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Dustin the Diamond Poirier!
Herb Dean, our third man in the octagon for this one.
Ready. Good.
So we get another look at Nate Diaz tonight, more than 10 years on the roster, outstanding boxer, great finishing instincts with his jiu-jitsu game as well, and hard for days. I mean, sometimes you feel like without a weapon, it's going to be hard to get Nate Diaz out of there.
Nice block.
Man, how good is that jab from Nate Diaz? Almost as if he's been doing it for 20 years, right?
I mean, he has been doing it. You know, he's got a great boxing coach in Richard Perez, a guy that he believes in, a guy that has allowed him to gain the confidence to stand with the best strikers in the world.
So more output, at least in the early going. All right, early in the fight here, and Nate Diaz off to a pretty good start, found a home for that left hand.
I mean, and it's powerful. It does not seem like Nate is throwing it hard, but he always finds his targeting is very accurate with that straight left hand. So he kind of feeds the right hand to get you moving where he wants, and then bang, he drops that straight left on you that hurts so many. Hurt Conor McGregor, and he hurt the welterweight champion, Leon Edwards, in the same way. He's got the single collar tie.
We cross the midpoint in round one.
Oh, big elbow.
Ball left hook to the head, it's blocked. Lands a huge right hand. Back and forth we go. Oh, and he lands lands another combination here, really starting to get into a striking groove.
I mean, and stringing them together so effectively, never throwing the same attack more than once. What a job to recognize all the openings in his opponent's defenses.
So just over 20 strikes. That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. Oh, nice right hand.
Whiffs on that offering. All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut is opened up.
Effective strike there by Poirier.
So he needs to mix it up. He needs to start kicking more.
And now leather being thrown on both sides. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Nice job by Dustin Poirier there. Sticks the target and then moves his head off the center line to avoid the comeback shot.
Head off the center line. And watching the counter with that beautiful straight left that he throws over and over.
Diaz's eye appears to be closing up by the second. Well, that won't feel good in the morning. Big uppercut. So a strong 5 minutes down. What a round it was for him, DC, and of course the seminal moment, that big knockdown that he will try to piggyback on. All right, let's check out some of the action, DC, and how about the punching acumen by that fighter in that previous round?
He does not waste anything. He does.
You ready? You ready?
All right, round two. And just misses with that big right hand. Well, he's doing a nice job here blocking these shots. The chin is tucked, the hands are high. Pretty good job.
This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs.
Well, let's see if he goes to set up the hook again. He has really done a nice job punctuating his combinations with that hook tonight. Man, he ate another shot right on that cut. You think his vision has been compromised at all?
You know, it has to, right? Because you got to be able to see to fight. And right now, he's been targeted in that area, and you can see it worsening.
Diaz is able to protect.
There's that here. Huge shots landing on both sides. What a fight.
Well, his opponent seemed to be stunned to a significant despair. He could be in trouble.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. He doesn't know if he's in the octagon or at his mama's house for Thanksgiving. Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. Knock him out. The fight's done.
Diaz is an absolute mess. Referee might have caught an eye of the ringside position right there. They might stop this fight. Oh! Back to the feet.
Oh, look at that. Oh!
Big left hand. Well, at this point, DC, I'm not sure if he's just biding his time or just trying to get some extra reps, but go finish the guy.
It seems like the guy's playing with his food. You know, he's having a good time out there. Everything's working. He's in the zone. It feels like at any moment he can end the night of his opponent. But he seems to be...
All right, the referee has stepped in here as expected. He is going to call in the doctor to look at what is a pretty significant cut that he's dealing with.
It's a mess. It's completely a mess, and I'd be very surprised if this fight continues.
Yeah, that's going to do
stops
it.
it.
No surprise there. The ringside physician has called an end to the fight. You got to preserve the fighter to fight in the future, and that cut just too big for him to continue through. All right, here's Bruce Buffer now with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO, Dustin the Diamond Poirier.
All right, so congrats to Dustin Poirier getting a big win tonight. If Dustin Poirier and Daniel Cormier walk down the street in Lafayette, Louisiana, who are the masses gravitating toward?
The masses are gravitating towards this young man, Dustin Poirier. He still lives in the town. They love him down south, and they love him every time he steps in the octagon. Just a great fighter, guy with massive power. Tonight he gets another win.